6.9, consideration of presentation from Northern Rural Energy Efficiency Network. Supervisor or Vice Chair Rasmussen, I think you...
Thank you, Chair Crandall. Yes, today we're going to have a presentation from the Northern Rural Energy Network to discuss energy efficiency opportunities that they're going to be doing outreach and providing to local people in Lake County. I know three of us have seen a version of this presentation at the Area Planning Council, who they're working through, but I felt it important to get it in front of the whole board and also start getting it out to the public. So with that, I'll turn it over to Jennifer and her team to do the presentation.
Great. Thank you so much. Good morning, supervisors. Appreciate your time. My name is Jennifer Brennan. I'm the Energy Program Manager of the Northern Rural Energy Network. So we're a new program under the LAPC, which is the Lake Area Planning Council, of which some of you are members. So this is a new initiative under the LAPC. This is a California Public Utilities Commission approved initiative. We are one of 4 entities that are implementing energy efficiency programs in Northern California. Our partners are Mendocino Council of Governments, Sierra Business Council, and Redwood Coast Energy Authority. This initiative is covering 17 Northern California rural counties. The focus is on rural programs. So, next slide, please. Oh, me. Sorry. Okay. So within the NREN, there are 7 flexible programs that we will be implementing in Lake County. The first is the residential education and outreach. Second, we'll offer residential rebates. There will be a finance program. Hopefully we're going to have very low or 0% interest loans. Another program is going to focus on public agencies, public buildings. Also commercial and small business, both direct install of programs or projects and rebates. And then we'll also focus on workforce, education and training, as well as codes and standards education. The programs are really designed to provide opportunities to rural utility customers in order to reduce their energy usage and then hopefully their costs. There's been very little to no education or outreach in Lake County around energy efficiency programs, and our goal is to change that. In addition to launching our own programs, we will also be educating ratepayers about other existing programs that they may know very little about. There's a whole variety of programs out there, either state funded as well as federal tax credits that people are not aware of. So in addition to our programs, we're going to work with folks to figure out what will best fit their needs and what will help them reduce their energy consumption and reduce their utility bills. So today I'm going to cover the first 2 of the programs that we're basically launching today to the public. The first is our residential education and outreach program. And we're going to be doing a lot of local events. Today we're going to the farmers market here in Lakeport this weekend. Ryan's going to be at the Lower Lake Days parade and event to get the word out about the different programs. We're going to be doing advertising, email marketing, everything that we can do to get this information out about how folks can implement energy efficiency. Basically, $1 invested in energy efficiency reaps about $8 in rewards. So it's a very efficient way to reduce consumption and bills. The centerpiece of our residential education outreach program are 2 things. We will be providing free energy efficiency kits to all utility customers in the county. We'll also be offering free home energy assessments, and we will be doing these over the phone. And once we do this in-depth assessment, asking a variety of questions, we're going to provide a free report with a number of recommendations that are specific to that person's home. So I also, at this point, I want to introduce Ryan O'Neill. He's our energy program specialist, And he is going to go over in detail a little bit about the energy efficiency kits, which we have one here today, so that you can see what we're providing to our residential customers. So Ryan?
Good morning, and thank you again for having us. As Jennifer said, my name is Ryan O'Neill, and I am the program specialist for NREN. So what's currently live now is the Residential Education and Outreach Program. One of the highlights of this program are these energy efficiency kits. It looks just like this. The goal of this kit is to jumpstart energy efficiency changes, as well as provide cost-saving opportunities to residents in Lake County. So in here are some things that are very simple to use, but have surprisingly large benefits. So for example, we have 7 LED light bulbs in here. When replacing an incandescent light bulb with an LED light bulb, you save $8 per hour of use per day per year. So what that means is an average use of 3 hours per day is about $25 a year per light bulb that the residents in Lake County will save if they're switching it out. You switch out 7 light bulbs, that's over $150 a year in savings. There's also some really cool devices in here that are also very simple to use, but people know a lot less about. One of these is a smart power strip. So in the energy efficiency world, we have this really insidious term called vampire loads. And what vampire loads refer to is the electricity that electronic devices consume while those devices are not actively in use. So for an example, might be your cell phone charger when your phone isn't plugged in, but the charger is plugged in, or your TV when it's off and you're not watching it. These vampire loads account for 50% of the electricity consumed by electronic devices. In Lake County, with the rates here, the average household can expect to spend $400 to $500 per year on vampire loads. So the smart power strip, what it does is it automatically turns off devices that are not in use. Because let's be honest, it can be really difficult to remember to unplug your charger every time or unplug your coffee maker when you're done using it. Another tool that we have in here is an energy usage meter. So what this does is it allows a resident to plug any electric device into it. It works as an outlet, and it will tell the customer how much energy that device is using, as well as how much that energy costs. So this kind of segues into the home assessments, because this kit is designed not only to provide, simple, cost-effective savings for customers, but also to provide them a little bit of knowledge and education about what their bill is being comprised of. How is that, that large cost at the end of the year coming to be? So with the home assessments, which is launching June 2nd, hopefully, these will initially be phone assessments. So customers will be able to have a phone call with me or Jennifer, and we'll go through a bunch of items in their home, asking questions like, how old is your refrigerator? What kind of water heater do you use? Are you interested in investing in energy efficiency, or do you just want some tools or ideas on what behavioral changes you can make in order to help reduce your bill? Once we've gone through this phone assessment, we'll compile a report and connect residents with a bunch of ideas about how they can save money and save energy. And yeah, these energy efficiency kits are already available on our website, northernren.org. So it's just a simple online form, and these will be shipped directly to the resident's house. It's limited to 1 per household. We're also currently looking at partnering with community centers, senior centers, places in the community where we can give these out in person to try to facilitate it as much as possible. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thanks, Ryan. And in fact, I just met with Lakeport Senior Center this morning, and we're discussing doing some events where we will be able to just hand the kits over once they're available to seniors. They don't have to wait for them to be shipped. So also, I wanted to mention that we would love to hear from you about what strategies work best in your communities, how we can work with you, with your constituents to get them the free kits, get them signed up for the home assessments. You're the experts, and so we want to work with you on that. Also, wanted to mention the residential rebate program, which is also live on the website. This is specifically funding for Lake County. You would go to the website and there's a rebate finder. You put in your zip code and it will show you what rebates you are eligible for. Currently, we have heat pump heating and cooling equipment. We have heat pump water heaters, energy efficient appliances like induction cook stoves, electric stoves, energy efficient refrigerators, dishwashers, ventilation, room air conditioners. What we're really hoping to launch sooner rather than later would be rebates for insulation for attic, crawl space, and walls, in addition to duct sealing and duct insulation, including mobile homes, because that's very important to look at the building envelope. And it's typically the insulation in the attic and the crawl space that is where a lot of the energy is lost, heating and cooling. So we really want to focus on that. So hopefully that will be soon. And another thing I'm working on is organizing a series of public kickoff meetings throughout the county where we can bring in the public and bring in contractors, local contractors, and provide this information, as well as bring in a subject matter expert on residential energy efficiency and educate folks to get up to speed on how they should approach energy efficiency in their home, and in order to determine what the most cost-effective strategies are, how they can perhaps finance those things, etc. So we're working on those as well. And I hope that we can work together to get people to attend those events. And then last, I'll just mention the finance program. We're working on that design now. The initial thought was 0% interest loans, microloans, bridge loans, electrification loans. The launch should be in November. We're dealing with some issues right now with the difficulty of launching in a new lending program, but we will be doing some needs assessment surveys soon focused on residential, commercial, and public buildings to determine what the actual needs are and how the program should be designed. So I'm hoping that we can work with you and others like the Chamber to get the surveys out and get the information from the local folks exactly what they need so that we can tailor our program to those needs. So with that, thank you very much, and I believe we have a few minutes left for questions, if you have any.
Yes, thank you for that. I think we all have municipal advisory committees as well, town halls in our districts. That could be a good place to start. I'll coordinate, and I'm pretty sure the other supervisors will coordinate as well. Supervisor Pyska.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Are you located in the county?
So our office is in Ukiah,
Okay,
but we'll be over here at least weekly.
that's close enough. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. We have our municipal advisory councils that meet monthly, and that would be a great place to get on the agenda for a presentation.
Definitely, yes. And Supervisor Rasmussen has been working with me and giving me some ideas, so that's definitely on our list. Appreciate that.
The senior centers, I like that idea as well, because I think that they they would like to hear this. And so they usually have, at least at ours, once a month, we have a luncheon club where you could get on the books and give a presentation there at the luncheon club.
Thank you.
Glad you mentioned that. The Lucerne Alpine Senior Center, they serve meals every day.
Yep.
So they will, you could set up there and engage with the community that's there anyhow. Another opportunity. Supervisor Sabatier?
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. You did a great job in the presentation at the APC. We're a much easier crowd to deal with. But I like the program. What I like about it is that if your finance program comes out to be exactly what you're looking to create, it has the ability to help those who don't have the capital up front
Yes.
without losing more money due to loan interest and whatnot. And so I think it's a good opportunity. I know we talked a little bit about the SGIP program. That's a reimbursement, not money up front, and this has the ability to play well together with some of those other programs that already exist. So love what you're doing. Keep doing it.
Great, thank you very much.
And how long does, once the public fills out the form on the website, about how long does it take for them to get the,
To get the kit?
yeah,
It should just be a few weeks,
okay,
but we're working on trying to get a number of kits shipped to us directly so we can provide those immediately. There could be some supply chain issues, but hopefully we won't have any delays. But it shouldn't be too long. If people apply for them online, it should just be a few weeks.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. This time I'll open it up to the public. If there's anyone that would like to comment on this presentation. No hands in Zoom. I'll bring it back to the board, and thank you for this presentation. This is very valuable information. Hopefully, we can get you in touch with some of the town councils and also the senior centers, any of the senior centers. That would really be helpful.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
You're stuck in there.